Today we're talking about how to make your loved ones feel loved. Have you ever tried to show someone that you love them, but they didn't appreciate it? Especially when you think that you tried your best, but they didn't seem satisfied. Now this could be a partner, a family member, or a friend who didn't feel loved with what you did. And it's so hard to understand, right? Like you did your best, you do your best, you give your all, but your best wasn't good enough for them, right? And I don't know about you, but when this happens, it makes me feel inadequate. It makes me feel na may kulang sa akin. It makes me feel like a failure. Yes, this is something that has happened to me with previous partners and even with some friends. And in the past, I couldn't understand why. I would always ask myself where I went wrong and what was wrong with me, you know? But now I understand. Now I do understand. It's because everyone is different and everyone is unique, and you have to understand that. For example, I might want to show someone that I love them by giving them a gift, but they might not like receiving gifts, so it would just make me feel bad because they didn't react the way that I would expect them to. But we have to understand that different people feel love in different ways, and these ways, they're actually documented. There's a study on this, and it's in what we call the 5 love languages. Now, if you do a search for the 5 love languages, you can find out what your love language is. There's a quiz on the website that you can take. Basically, there are 5 love languages. First of all, we have quality time. This is the time you spend together without distraction. So without any cell phones, without anything else, it's just purely time that you spend with the other person, that your attention is with them. Second is words of affirmation. Receiving reassuring and loving words from others, or receiving that for yourself, right? Third is acts of service, which is doing tasks like washing the dishes or making efforts for others to kind of make their lives easier. And we have physical touch, which is hugging and cuddling together. And lastly, we have receiving gifts, which is, it doesn't need to be an expensive gift, but it's more of the thought that counts, that you got something for somebody, or you received something from somebody. Now each person, they have a preference, or a combination of preferences, of all of the above 5 languages. For example, my test results would show, in the 5 love languages test, that my main love language is quality time, and that's what I really value the most. As you can see here, here's like a result. I have 40% quality time, 30% physical touch, 13% acts of service, 10% receiving gifts, and 7% words of affirmation. So if someone wants to make me feel loved and appreciated, what they would do is they would do things with me. Like they can watch movies with me or play board games and so on without checking their phone. That I have their full attention for that period of time. Now my lowest area is words of affirmation. So for someone who would score high in words of affirmation, especially in giving, they might want to make me feel loved with, kind and loving words, but for me, it wouldn't really matter so much. And the other person, they might just keep trying to use words. In the end, it would just frustrate the other person. They would feel like they gave so much, they gave a lot, they put all of their effort in the words, but because it wasn't my primary love language, I wouldn't appreciate it so much. So, what I want you to do is just be aware that there are these 5 different love languages, and when we deal with those that we love, and those that are special to us, our partners, our families, our friends, that we make them feel appreciated and loved. By showing them, if they take the test and you're aware of their love language, show them, try to target them, or try to find out what their love language is, and their primary and secondary love languages, so that you can make them feel valued and special and loved. Okay, so I want us to have this commitment, this commitment. Type it in the comments down below. I will understand my loved ones better to make them feel loved. Okay? Now, tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the morning, we have our episode 15, which is talking about finding purpose in work. And also, we have a free webinar coming up. It's called the 3 Pillars to a Happier and Healthier Life. Head over to jason.ph to register. If this message made an impact, I would really appreciate it if you liked this video, left a comment, and shared this on your wall. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any future episodes.